Hey, hi. Hey, hi. Good evening, everyone. I am Kamal Kumar. I have completed my graduation from Delhi University in BA program on last year, May 2024. After that, I get enrolled in a UI UX design bootcamp. After that, I got enrolled in a UI UX design bootcamp where I learned UI UX designing from scratch. From scratch, where I have learned UI UX designing from scratch. Like while I was in last year of my college, last semester of my college, choose I got enrolled in UI UX design bootcamp because I was really curious about UI UX design. Earlier, I was trying to be into graphic, but later I realized there is a niche called UI UX designing that is similar to graphic design. That is a little bit similar to graphic designing, but it has more. It's about user experience too, and I was really curious about understanding user behavior and user experience too, and user interface. That's why I've joined that bootcamp and I've completed the bootcamp in April 2024, April 2024, where I did three real life projects and basis. So I will explain heuristic laws. Heuristic laws are general principle that helps to create accessible, intuitive, and easy to understand digital screen. We can remember 10 heuristic law by this line. You have charm. Basically, there are 10 heuristic laws. Heuristic laws are also known as laws of thumb because we have 10 fingers, and heuristic laws are also 10. And we can easily remember heuristic laws by you have charm. So the first one is user control and freedom. It means user have option to support, undo, and redo. Let's suppose if a user is on a screen, so it they have option to get support, undo, redo. They so that they shouldn't be confused. Another one is help user to recognize, diagnose, and recover from the problem. If something goes wrong while using a digital screen, so a user must know where is the problem and how to diagnose from it. Another heuristic clause is help user to recognize, diagnose, and recover from the problem. If something goes wrong while using a digital screen, a user must know where is the problem and how to diagnose from it. For example, if there is no internet connection, the system should show that they don't have internet connection. Try again or check your internet connection. Best example we can take from Chrome and YouTube itself. Chrome give option to play dinosaur game and YouTube suggest option to watch downloaded movie videos and download video next time when you have internet connection and another internet connection. The next heuristic laws are aesthetic and minimalistic design. There are something that we have to keep in our mind while designing user interface that simple background, easy navigation, more white space, no extra detail. One emphasis on the screen interface shouldn't contain information which is irrelevant. Another which is irrelevant. And another heuristic clause is visibility and system of status. Whatever is happening on the screen, user must be aware of where the user is. For example, getting processed, buffering on screen, breadcrumbs which show the stage of page from where the user is coming, which has previous page, another previous page. Breadcrumbs only mostly used on desktop. Another heuristic clause is error prevention. Like we prevents error by showing what is required. For example, showing types of keyword we have to use while making a password. Showing types of keywords we can use while making a password instead of showing annoying try another password. We can also give email option to add attachment after writing. I'm attaching some files so user don't forget to add some attachments. As you like when you use email, there's a option that came add attachment. It's like error prevention. Another heuristic clause is consistency and standards. Users should not wonder what does these icons are and what does this button do. We should use known and common terminologies. Another heuristic clause is helps and documentation. Always gives option to reach the support or giving feedback because no matter how well you there, it's still something that could wrong. Accelerators, flexibility and efficiency use. For example, giving option to filters of shortcuts. Another heuristic clause is recognition rather than recall. Users should be given option to choose from instead of having to think of possible action themselves. Minimize the user memory load by making objects action and an option visible. For example, showing recent search history, giving upfront options where it's possible. Match between system and real world. Design system based on familiar ideas, concept, and language. For example, calendar book note. As you can see that new booking app are in red and cinema halls are also in red. So it's matching system and real world. That's all for today.